Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel today. My name is Christian and today we're here to talk about the new record from Storm the Sky. It is called Sin Will Find You and it is the second record from Storm the Sky. I really enjoyed their debut record. It did something different with that metalcore sound that I found really enjoyable. They introduced some synth elements that were really cool and I really liked how the two vocalists played off each other. Now, since that record came out, their screaming vocalist has left the band. So they came out and said this is going to be a very different record. I was hoping it would go more into maybe a progressive sound or maybe even just a Hands Like Houses type sound where it's still heavy but has these clean vocals instead of having any screaming at all. And that's just completely the opposite to what happened. They've gone down this indie with a bit of rock influence in there. And to do that kind of style, your songwriting has to be top notch because it is so stripped back and so bare that any songwriting flaws stand out. And on this record, all their songwriting flaws stand out like a sore thumb. This is a completely different band. This is not Storm the Sky anymore. I am shocked that their record UNFD did not drop them after they heard this record, because if I was that label, I would listen to this and go, this is not the band we signed. We signed this band from the debut record. What are you doing? We didn't sign you for this. It shocks me the direction they've gone in, and it kind of feels like it wasn't a band decision. It feels like it was maybe the vocalist's decision to do it, and he's kind of strong-armed the rest of the band into it, because there are moments in this record where you can tell the band want to add some aggression in, and they take every opportunity they can to do so. So there'll be moments where they go into a sound that could be from the first record, and you go, why aren't you doing this? Because they're so good at it, and those moments are the best parts of the record, and you could tell the band just want to open up and get aggressive and add these distorted guitars, and their drummer just feels like he just wants to drum technically and hard for the whole record, but it's like he's not being allowed to do that. And the change in the style, as I said, exposes their weaknesses songwriting-wise. Vocally, the record I think is awful. This vocalist just does not suit this style of music, and he feels very whiny throughout the entire record. And the lyrics are just so weak and just not written well. You can, as I said, you can tell the band want to get aggressive, but they just can't. And sonically, everything flips on this record between boring and messy. Those are two things that you don't want to be flip-flopping between because they're both as bad as each other. It's just so disappointing, a really disappointing record. On a positive note, it's been produced well. Everything sounds clean and how it should sound, but the main problem with this record is it lacks any kind of heart or emotion at all. It just feels very disingenuous and kind of fake, and like they're just trying to do something that's popular instead of doing something that they enjoy doing, and that's the worst part of this record. So overall, it's a horrible follow-up to their debut record, a record that I thought was really strong, and if they'd improved upon what they had on that first record, they would be finding themselves becoming a bigger band. It's just filled with bad songwriting and boring and lazy instrumentals. I don't really have a top 3 track, so I'm just going to rate the album now. I'm going to give it a 1 out of 5. Hit me up with all your hate in the comments. I just bring it on. It doesn't bother me in the least bit. Thanks for watching my videos today. Please hit subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time. Fresh Currents.